Thank you, cabron. Muchas gracias. Speaking of something terrible, something happened. We'll be back on YouTube ASAP. Listen, it's not a real live stream unless complications happen. But it should be back up. It should be back up. I'm actually looking for it right too. Oh, there we go. It's on! There we go. Perfect. It's up. Thank you guys so much. You guys are a real one. YouTube chat is off. What? I think, Swaim, I think you got powers. That's something above my expertise and knowledge, but we'll get that chat up and running. Don't worry. What's up, Sith Lord? Whoa, Jeffrey, big fan. You're a big fan. Oh, wow, what's up? Mark Medina, IGN. Hello, hello. You did it, masterful. Ta-da! All right, so guys, just a little bit know about me. Get to know a little bit about me. The dyslexia is coming, but here we are. So I'm Narz. Hi, I'm the host and producer of IGN's Daily Fix. I've been in other things, if you haven't known, working on YouTube chat presently. Thank you, IGN. Thank you, Swaim. I appreciate you so much. So if you guys didn't know, every single time I always tell you guys, always remember to stay fabulous. Now, this is really, really key. It's more of like, it's my motto. That's my motto. Stay fabulous. Hashtag stay fabulous. So wherever in social, across the internet, if you want to just drop a little bit of some positive thoughts, just tell people to stay fabulous. That's my motto. That's what we're all about. That's what I'm about. Staying fabulous, staying positive, and build that affirmation. Super important. Super important. So a little bit about me. I've been in gaming for like 9 years now. I know it's a long time, but I'm from New York City, born and raised. From, you know, the 5 boroughs. I've actually lived in each of the boroughs for a little bit, but I was and have always been a freelance journalist for many different publications. Game Skinny, Fatality, Hip Hop Gamer. Holy crap, there's like so many. At some point, I was about to work for Digital Trends, and I was just like, nah, I want to do video, man. I don't want to do writing journalism. I want to do video game journalism, and spiraled into this. But I have a lot of experience in business development. I've done a lot of stuff with a lot of brands, which we'll see very, very soon. But I'm also knowledgeable in social media marketing management. I've done social media for different esports teams. Ronin HQ and Onslaught are 2 esports teams that I've done a lot of work with. But yeah, my early beginnings were very humble. I literally just started a blog. Hire me! Mark Medina. I love your slogan. Thank you so much, Hyper Dragon. Stay fabulous. Fabulous all. Everything is working. Yay! Fabulous. Oh my god, you're from New Jersey? Yes, bing bong, exactly. But yeah, my first upbringings, I literally, like, I honestly believe, guys, if you have dreams of getting in, if you want to work for IGN, if you have dreams of getting anywhere in life, just believe in yourself, because that's how I started. I literally just started a blog spot. I started a WordPress. I started a Squarespace. I started a Tumblr, and I was just posting my thoughts. I was doing reviews of games that I had bought with my own money, and I was just talking about it, and I was just adding my personal take to it. And doing that for a while, people were like, hey, you're funny, hey, you're cool, you want to write for our website? And my focus was video game psychology. It says there that I got kicked out of game design college. This is true. I was gonna do video game design at some point in my life, and I got kicked out of college, and my tuition was revoked. I didn't do anything bad. It was just like this random thing that happened. But you know what? I'm here, so maybe it was for the best. But my niche when I first started writing about video games was video game psychology and how video games can change us. And I wholeheartedly believe that video games have the potential to make us incredible human beings. I think there's something about games that just connect people from all different walks of lives and all over the world that can do something absolutely special. People from Japan can play the same game that people are playing in Europe and Australia and America, and we can all love that same game. So there's something about gaming. There's something about gaming that is amazing. So everyone's gonna ask, why did you choose to become a host? Well, the honest answer is, I didn't want to be a host. I didn't try to be a host, but I tried everything else, and I just wanted to do so much more. So it just kind of fell into my lap. That's the most honest answer I can get. I saw that yes, I am Dominican. What's up, my Haitian family member? What's up, what's up? But yeah, being a host was something that like just kind of like happened. You know, I did everything else from production to social media marketing to gosh, to journalism, like written journalism, to photography, to game design, and I wanted to do something in gaming, and hosting was like the next thing. Who knows if there's something even more after that, but right now hosting is kind of groovy for me. Bing bong, you're the host. Love it, Pixel. Now to know a little bit about my past work, it's kind of blocked by the screen, but I've done stuff with HyperX Gaming. I did their series called Good Game, where we found positive things happening in the video game industry. It's a great series. We talk about people who are doing absolutely incredible stuff in gaming, whether it's a organization that helps you play games with puppies and then like actually like adopt puppies, to games that are like able to allow people with disabilities to play games that aren't currently have the accessibility to do so. It's absolutely amazing, and it was an absolute joy to do that with HyperX. I also was on Super Late at 368. If you know Casey Neistat, if you're in the YouTube world, Casey Neistat has a video game studio called 368, and they have a studio in New York City, and I was doing their show Super Late, as well as GG Reviews. So if you are familiar with the reviews on IGN, well, we did kind of like quirky, funny, zany reviews at GG Reviews. It was more of like slapstick, kind of like funny things. We threw numbers at games that really didn't actually matter. And I was also on Cheddar Esports. That was a little bit more posh. Hi party for what's up, Sith Lord. But yeah, it was, thank you so much, Godzilla, for the raid. The 4 people wait. What's up, everybody? Nice, thank you so much for the raid. Bing bong. But yeah, Cheddar Esports was one of those like Wall Street marketing networks. They're still around, but Cheddar Esports unfortunately shut down, and this was like right at the beginning of COVID because it was in person. It unfortunately shut down because the studio could no longer manage in-person events. Besides those companies, I've worked with so many others: Bethesda, Wargaming, Ubisoft, you name it. I was working at either a booth, so an event. I did events for them, so I used to do events for ESL1 and Live.af. I did an event for Evolve, for Loot Crate, for 2K, for MLS, for Sony PlayStation. So in some capacity or form, I was freelancing with all these brands. So yeah, but see, I was always doing behind the scenes stuff with this. This is like the stuff on the bottom is the stuff where I'm more in front of the camera. And the most recent show that I was on was In the Know. It was on Complex. Now, if you know Complex, you know Complex. Complex is cool. They're from New York. Their studio's in New York, and they do a lot of really cool things. In the Know, the Power Up was their IP about games, and we interviewed a lot of amazing, incredible people. So those are just stuff that I've been in for right now. But a little bit about me authentically, I'm just gonna be authentically myself. At the end of the day, I love gaming. If you know me, if you've seen the way that I act, like I live and breathe gaming. If you've seen my wall, I have like so many memorabilia from games, from anime. I'm a big weeb. You can call me a weeb. That's totally fine. I love anime. I love manga. Some of my favorites are old cult classics like Cardcaptor Sakura, Hunter x Hunter, Outlaw Star. Obviously the original Cowboy Bebop, not the Netflix series. We won't go into like politics because that's politics. But I love webtoons. I love anime. I'm really big on gaming. My first game that I ever played was actually Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, but then 2 came shortly after. My parents are immigrants, so they're not born in this country, so we weren't really like super wealthy. We were very poor, so we were only able to get like the older model games when I was growing up. So if I see any Sonic fans, hello. Sonic fans, great. I love nerd culture. I'm running out of room to put stuff. No worries. Yes, I will totally get to that question, cabron. Do not worry. That's actually one of the big questions that I have. So I definitely will answer it at the end. So yes, I am Dominican, from Dominican Republic. You see my little flag right there. I'm always repping my country. I'm always repping where I'm from. I think it's so important to be authentically yourself. And so for me, I'm authentically going to be repping my family, my people, my culture, my tradition. So yeah, on this channel, you're definitely gonna see a lot of stuff about anime, a lot of stuff about games, music. We're gonna do a lot of let's plays. Some of the games that I play are Valorant. I play a lot of horror games, so I just finished the most recent Resident Evil game, which was Village. I do play League of Legends. I do play like anime hybrids like Eternal Return, some VR chat. Dead by Daylight will definitely be some. And then when Cyberpunk 2077 comes out with their DLC update, we're definitely going to be taking a look at that, as well as like Phasmophobia. This is just a list of anime that like are currently watched. So if you have any recommendations, please by all means either put them in chat, tweet them at me, or if you also want to like, you know, cry over the recent episode of Demon Slayer, I'm there, dude. I'm there. Don't even get me started. I'm waiting for Sunday for the next episode. Oh yeah, that Phasmophobia, we gonna be playing lots of Phasmophobia, and my hope is to be able to bring other guests to play Phasmophobia with me, other guests to play other horror games with me. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. And for music, obviously you can hear the music in the background. I love chiptunes. I love Harris Heller. I love Megaran. Megaran, oh, my heart, love him. He is amazing. All his music is fly. He's great live also. Macross 8299, if you're familiar with Future Funk, Frederick and Amazarashi is another great Japanese bands. Those are two awesome. And obviously lo-fi hip-hop. Some accolades, you could just like take a screenshot of this, because to me it was just like stuff that happened. I hosted San Diego Comic-Con through Shack News from home, hosted the Grammy Music Education Coalition. I was in an iBuy Power Walmart commercial, and I was featured in the Washington Post. So I'm not an absolute nobody, but if you want to check out more of my stuff, feel free to check out my social media. I don't have a lot of followers, but that's how I want it to be. Like, let's just create a really close-knit community, a nice little family, a nice little fabulous, boom, fabulous family. Because that's what we're all about, positivity, affirmation. So for Narz's office hours, we're going to be playing games here. So if you have any indie devs, content creators, streamers, voice actors, pro players, icons, musicians, singers, producers, stars, athletes, brands, whoever you want to see on this segment, you let me know, and I will do my best to bring them here. Ask them the questions you want me to ask, and play the games you want me to play with. You want to see Henry Cavill play Phasmophobia? We will try to do that. If you want to see, I don't know, Zendaya play some Mario Kart, we will try to do that. Whatever you guys can dream, let's dream it together. That's what Narz's office hours are all about. Hopefully we'll do some crazy events as well. You know, the new year is here, so we got brand new events coming out. Obviously the holidays are behind us, but we've still got plenty of other holidays coming forward. Thank you so much, Arquana Twitch. I love it. God bless too. Thank you so much. Thank you. The Witcher, playing The Witcher. That dude, big bet. I can't even speak. Big brain. See, that's the kind of creativity. Zendaya and Mario Kart. Come on. I'm saying, if we can think it, we can dream it, we can try to do it, and that's I'm here for you guys, okay? Whatever you want to see. And also events and giveaways, because at the end of the day, it's not positivity if we're not positively exploring opportunities to share in our blessings, right? You know what I'm talking about. So those are just some things that I hope to do for Narz's office hours, and I'm gonna need your help, guys, because at the end of the day, it's not just me, it's you guys. So every single day on the Daily Fix, we come out with news of what's going on, and we'll try our best to wrap it up here too. Like, so what happened today? For example, what happened today? GTA just announced the next entry in the entire. So we're not so this is a problem. We can't call it GTA 6 because it wasn't referred to as GTA 6. Did you guys hear about that? GTA is coming out with another entry, but they didn't call it GTA 6, which has me believe it might be like something like Vice City. Who knows? Maybe it's another Miami-inspired Vice City. Maybe it's a continuation of GTA 5. I can't even speak. But isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Chris Pratt playing. Yo, I would watch Chris Pratt playing Mario Party. Imagine Chris Pratt playing Mario Party. Tom, Toby, Andrew play Spider-Man. You guys are already in it. I love this. Let's get Stevie playing GTA. Yo, imagine we get Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg like praying like praying. I can't even speak, but you know what I mean. Avengers cast playing Avengers game. Probably completely online. They say it's gonna be. They say it was going to be something like an initial package would not be a fully developed game, but it would add other components to it. But again, like we won't know until Rockstar tells us more. And I just whacked my mic. We won't know until Rockstar tells us more. So we need the details, and I will get you the details every day on the Daily Fix. So if you don't watch the Daily Fix, I'll let you know right now. 3 to 5 minutes tops every day of all the major headlines in gaming. So I give it to you straight. I won't BS you. I won't tell you lies. I'll tell you like it is. If someone's trying to make an NFT, I'll tell you. If someone's trying to jip you of money on your subscription, whether it's Xbox Game Pass or PSN Network, I will tell you. If there's a new game, if there's a mod that's coming out, which is the Resident Evil mod that came out, Resident Evil 4 mod that came out, that was a fan project for like 8 years. It just came out. It's out, but Capcom hasn't done their version of it, so go check it out. And I did talk about that on the Daily Fix. And I do this every day, Monday to Friday. And it's like John Cena plays. Yo, I would watch John Cena play Animal Crossing. Can you imagine his commentary? Imagine if every single time he comes into the room, he's like, and his name is John Cena, and then it's just like all right. But yeah, those are great ideas. I would, at every single one of those ideas, I will aim and aspire to make sure that that happens, because that's what we're all about here. So, and that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching the presentation. We're not done yet here, obviously. We're not done yet. But if you want to learn more, just head on to my Linktree link. The link is right there. If you want to check out more stuff from IGN, go to IGN.com. If you want to check out the Daily Fix, it's there. We're going to be popping out today's Daily Fix in about a couple minutes. So we're going to be talking a little bit more about the new GTA announcement. Obviously, Rockstar has a lot to talk about. PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S are both getting their own upgrade versions. And in addition, they're going to be releasing a bunch of other features. So if you have a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X or S, you may want to be able to listen to that, because they're giving away, I believe, a GTA 5 online version of it for free for the first 3 months of launch. And then after that, you're going to have to pay for it. And there's a one-time migration transfer that you can do from an old PlayStation 4 version to the new PlayStation 5 version. So if you like GTA, go check that out. It's going to be live very, very soon. What's up, Kratos? Thank you so much. Aw, you love my energy? Well, I'm always going to be dabbing for you. Thank you very much. The cast of the Lord of the Rings. Dude, we still don't know that. We don't know. We only saw their hands, right? So we only saw the cast of the Lord of the Rings Amazon show. We've only seen their hands. We haven't seen much. There's also a lot of dirty hands in there. But there was a lot of interesting characters. We don't know who plays who. So it's going to be very interesting to see who was cast and who's who from those pictures. But are you a big Lord of the Rings fan, Hyper Dragon? All right. So last week, we asked you guys some questions. Well, we asked you to ask me questions. We asked Herb Derp. You guys sent me questions, and first and foremost, I want to just say thank you guys. These are a lot of questions, and we're gonna go over them, some of them. Yeah, we're gonna go all of them. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Not the cast of the new One Piece. Listen, dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. We've had casts for IGN has had casts for so many different IPs come through, so I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them. All right, so our first question is from Pedro Felipe. Pedro Felipe, thank you so much for giving these questions. But Pedro Felipe asks, Narz, you're fabulous. Thank you, love your videos. My question for you: would you like to visit Brazil? And what would your dream game be? Ooh, I would love to go to Brazil, okay? I would love to go anywhere at this point. Like, COVID got me with cabin fever, so I would love to just go anywhere. Come to Brazil. I will, of course, say less. That's all I have to say. Say less. Say less. I'm there. Hello, hello. What's up, Dawn? Dawn FHD 6938. What's up? What's up? Can we have more PlayStation games coming to PC? Yo, preaching to the choir. Oh my gosh, preaching to the choir. I'm hoping, I mean, okay, so from what we understand in the recent Q&A, so we talked about this in the Daily Fix 2 days ago. In a recent Q&A call with some investors, PlayStation did mention that they were going to be expanding their IPs to other platforms. So Dawn, your dream may actually come true. You may actually get some PlayStation games coming to PC. I'm just letting you know. Oh, Bloodborne 60 frames per second. Oof. Juicy, juicy. Dream game. What Cyberpunk originally promised? Yo, cabrón. See, I love, even though Cyberpunk was like, it had its moments. It had problems, sure. But I loved it. I played it even with it being super glitchy. I have like 250 hours on Cyberpunk. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have like 250 hours on Cyberpunk. I'm proud of myself for it, to be honest. Like I've done absolutely everything that you can do in Cyberpunk 2077, but I will let you guys know, we spoke about this. So I spoke about this a couple daily fixes ago. So again, going back, you got to watch the daily fix if you want to keep up with it. But there is potentially rumors of DLC coming out in after April. So we might finally see, obviously, all the fixes and upgrades and the PlayStation 5 and the next gen version of it, but we might also see some DLC content for it, which is going to be absolutely amazing because it's new vehicles, new areas. Apparently Pacifica is going to be the next area they're going to expand in. So, and Pacifica, honestly, in the original game, there wasn't a lot of stuff in it. There wasn't a lot of content in Pacifica. Like, yeah, you got to, you know, go around with the voodoo boys and stuff like that. But besides that, it wasn't a lot, you know? So hopefully we get to see some more. So going back to Pedro's question, I'm so sorry. What would be my dream game? Ugh, I don't know. It's so funny because, like, I think about, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, what's the thing called? Oh my gosh, Ready Player One. You know the Oasis in Ready Player One where you can like wear a VR set and like have haptic feedback and like, you know, do, you know, cool things. Like I'm ready for the world where Ready Player One is a real thing, but I don't want it to be like owned and operated by a mega conglomerate or something like that. Like I want it to be like community run and managed, right? Does anyone else feel me on that? But that's like would be my dream game. Something that's like virtual reality, but like Oasis, but for the people, by the people. I love VR chat, by the way, Credobes. I love VR chat. When COVID first happened, I was in VR chat all the time, just like by the ocean, virtually. It was a mess, but it was still a blast. Exactly. It was a mess, but it was still a blast. Oh my gosh, if we, Mark Hamill playing like Battlefront would be really cool. I mean, they're coming out with the new oh my god, Jedi Fallen Order. There's a sequel to it that's coming out. Maybe they can have him play it. Maybe we can. Who knows? Listen, I'm trying to make dreams come true. You tell me what your dreams are. We'll try to do that. Oasis run by IG. I love that. Maybe. See, this is where we're getting all the great ideas. You guys are amazing. There's a new MMO VR game called Zenith. It's on PC or Steam? It's a Trenta size. Listen. When you need something to drink, go with the Trenta. All right, but we got some more questions. I think I'm gonna be, let's see if we can blow it up over here. I'm done with this presentation. Oh, I can't do this. Never mind. Whatever. So our next question is from Michael Benet, or Bennett. Hopefully I said it right. But Bennett says, hey Narz, I saw the Dominican flag in the background. New York City is a melting pot for different cultures. I just wanted to know if you were from the city or even got fam on this side. If so, what's your favorite spot in NYC? Holy cow. That's a hard one. So yes, I am from New York City. New York City is definitely a melting pot. Queens is actually the most dense per capita state. I mean, per capita land with the most amount of different cultures in the world. It's like a hotbed. But Manhattan is considered like the posh area. The Bronx is a beautiful place. The botanical gardens are up there as well. Staten Island has cows. I don't know if you guys know, but Staten Island has cows. That's just crazy, okay? But and Brooklyn got the best food in the world. Brooklyn got warehouses that have like amazing events in it. What's my favorite spot? I would have to say my favorite spot in New York City. It would have to be the Bronx Botanical Gardens. I know that sounds like so crazy, but during COVID, I really ended up respecting and loving places that were just empty, because like then you don't have to like fight people. Like after a while, like New York City was like a ghost town, and then like after a while, it ended up being a little bit more free. But the Botanical Gardens is gorgeous. It's like all this space, and you can just chill there if you have like a Switch. I had a Switch. Funny that I would leave my house and go to a park to play video games. But yes, I did that. So yeah, that's my favorite place in New York City is the Bronx Botanical Gardens. The Queens Botanical Gardens is like, it's not that pretty. She ain't cute. But she's alright. She's alright. But Bronx is cuter. Bronx is cuter. And don't think that like, oh, it's the Bronx, I'm gonna die. Like, no, you're safe anywhere you go, so long as you don't, you just stay close to the trains. Or just take a lift. I love New York City. Just came back from vacay there, but got caught by... Yo, yeah, I saw the snowstorm, Baby Rose. That was wild. I saw literally, the train, what's it called? The entrance to the train was like just covered. And I was like, damn, it's wild in New York right now. What? This is wild. But yeah, they were hit with a really big snowstorm. Thankfully, no power outages. So thankfully for that, there were no power outages. Yo, what's up, Athletic? Yo, it's so good to see you too, my love. Welcome, Fabulous. Welcome, welcome. Yo, knew you had to be in New York. Of course, represent. Coney Island is also beautiful. I haven't been to Coney Island in a very long time, but if you ever get to go to Coney Island, if you ever get to go to Coney Island, go in the summer and go on Friday. Every Friday at around 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. they throw fireworks. And there's like drinks by the beach, and you can eat by the beach and stuff like that. And it's like really happening. It's really nice. And because of COVID, everything is outside now, and New York has absolutely changed where everything is outside now. All the restaurants have like tables and chairs. Like they actually made it legal that restaurants could take some of the sidewalk and even some of the parking spaces to create these beautiful like outside restaurants. And during the winter, it was like a winter wonderland, and then in the summer, it's like this magical garden. So you can still do stuff in New York. You was in Compton in 99. Everyone was awesome as long as... Yeah, you just gotta be respectful. Just respectful. Respect people's home, space, time, and then you're all good. All right, our next question is from Audrey D. Senpai. You're creating a band. You need a lead singer, guitarist, a bassist, and a drum. Which video game antagonist would you choose and why? Oh, man. So if I'm creating a band, I would be the drummer. And I would have some of my friends, my best friend, Cresta Star, lead singer, absolutely. Bassist, my other good friend, Kid Maelstrom, and guitarist, my other good friend, Otaku. And I feel like we'd make a really good band. Video game antagonist, ooh. It would definitely have to be like a cat. Like my video game antagonist would have to be like a cute cat. And the reason why is because I like cats, but I'm like really allergic to them, but I love cats. So it would be like this weird like love-hate relationship with the antagonist. And there would be so much plot development that it would be like something like the cat, ends up walking on 2 feet and I give it shoes. And like at first it's like, thank you. And then it bites me. I'm thinking I'm making a great video game here, by the way. I'm just saying, if any developer wants to take it, just give me royalties and let me voice my own self. That's all I have to say. Cloud would probably, Cloud would make, imagine if Cloud, I think Cloud would be a great guitarist, right? Tifa would be the drummer, right? The bassist, do you think the bassist would be like Aerith or Yuffie? I think Yuffie would, no, Aerith would be the singer and maybe Yuffie would be the bassist. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? If Cloud was making a band, who do you think would be the lead singer, the guitarist, the bassist, and the drummer? That's a question for you, chat. You let me know. Stray, I wanna play Stray so badly. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this Stray game. It looks so good. Puss with boots, more like puss with bass. Pixel, I love it. Yo, what's up, Night Penguin? Yes, welcome to Narz's Office Hours. This is just a wrap up of everything that happened on the fix this week and last week, as well as just you guys getting to know me, the new daily fix person that does your fixes and gives you your news every day. Just like getting to know you guys getting to know me. We did some questions on YouTube, and so I'm kind of reading the questions and answering them at the same time. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in chat too. We have plenty of time. Drummer Barrett, yo, that's a good one. Drummer, yo, can you imagine Barrett going wild on the drums? That would be cool. There's a cat-like demon in SMT5, really? Yes. Oh, if you want me social medias, I'll tell you right now. I'll probably just keep this up so you guys can see it. Did I play BioShock? Yes, I played the first BioShock. I haven't played the most recent BioShock, so yeah, there are a lot of games, guys. You'd be surprised, like once you get into gaming, it's like, how do I get my own office? I mean, there are a lot of you can make your own office anytime. You know? You can do it on Twitch, you can do it on VR chat. It's very easy to make an office. Very, very easy. So our next question is from Lily Mitchell. Lily writes, Narz is not a common name. Where did it come from? Now, I always get this question. Always get this question. Narz is actually a really old gamer tag that I gave myself. So, you know, when you're young and you're on, you know, whatever game you're playing, whether it's like you're doing your Xbox Game Pass or your PSN and you're trying to think of a name, a cool name. Well, I wasn't thinking about a cool name. I was thinking about what gender neutral name that I could use that I could just play. And so it's a very stupid story. You're gonna actually hate the answer. So this is where Narz come from. It's so silly. It's so dumb. I was really, really young. And do you guys know the cartoon Pinky and the Brain? So Pinky always says Narf, and I freaking love that. So I was like, I want my name. By the way, I was like 7 or 12. I don't even know. I was Narf. I love that. And I was like, oh man, I want something like that in my name. And so I can't just call myself Narf because that would be weird. And Paul Robinson, I love you. If you ever want to play video games with me, I would totally love to play video games with you. So if you know, Paul Robinson actually voices Pinky and Wacko from Animaniacs. So I wanted to do something like that. So I dropped the F, I added a Z. Zeta is like my favorite letter of the alphabet. And voila, you get Narz. It's such a stupid story, but that's where the name comes from. Yeah. Hi, what's up, Raider Atlas? Love you on the Daily Fix. Thank you. I will have my own personal Twitch. So I'm in the process of getting all that sorted. I used to have my own personal Twitch, but something terrible happened and I deleted it. And this was like years ago. This was like about 2 years ago or something like that. Actually, no, it wasn't like that something terrible happened. It was just I ended up like having to delete it because of like contractual issues with like another company I was working with at the time. But I'm no longer working with them, so we will see a return. Saludos! Que lo que, primo? Dope orange. It's such a stupid story, but every single time I tell people that, so phonetically, phonetically, this is why Narz is always in caps. Phonetically, you're supposed to say Narz like Narz, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. But real fans, and I've had this happen to me. I've had fans, I've had people come up to me and call me by its phonetically pronounced way. So, y desde Uruguay. ¿Qué lo que, primo? I was excited when I saw you got the. Aw, thank you, Athletics. We came along. I know. It's a long. Yo. We've come so far since the Mixer days. Yeah, that is very true. So for those that don't know, I used to work at the Mixer NYC studio. So Mixer used to be like the competitor to Twitch, and I was a social media producer there. So Athletic is one of my good friends from back in the days. Man, one of my amazing viewers from back in the days. So it's crazy how far we've come, right, friend? Twitch is so much better. I'm always saying it, Narz. Yes, Narz. I hope that the PlayStation 5 gets an IGN app so I can watch the videos. That's a very, very, very good. I'm starting to take notes. Mike Schultz, 2014. Thank you for that. Maybe I'll get a promotion if I tell my superiors that. But yes, that is the origin of Narz. So now you know. You're a Mixer OG too, Sith Lord. Dabs for you. Dabs. Yes. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. All right, so we're gonna go on the next question. Sean writes, what is your favorite video game, Narz? Oh gosh, this is so hard. This is like asking people like, what's your favorite anime, or like what's your favorite TV series or movies. This is very hard because there's so many different consoles, there's so many different eras, there's just like, what's my favorite video game on the N64, on the PlayStation, on the Xbox, on PC, on handheld? Like, there's just so many options so that it's like really hard to pick one. It's so hard. So I love N64. I love the Dreamcast. So I'm gonna say my favorite on the Dreamcast was definitely Shenmue, but then it's like a toss-up between Shenmue and Power Stone. I love The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. By far one of the most beautiful games that I've ever played. And then PlayStation, Kingdom Hearts, the first one. Like, just the first one. We won't get into, like, the DS versions or any of the other spin-offs and 2s and 3s. Like, the first one. The first one was really good. Kingdom Hearts was really, really good. What's up? I will try Mike Schultz. I will tell my higher-ups to bring an IGN app on the PlayStation 5. And if you see it, remember me. Remember me. Okay, you were working for Mixer, that's why you had... Okay, that you know that's actually that's a really good reason. I had to do my Twitch. You're right. You're so right, Melv. You're so right. How did your passion for video games begin? Ooh, Ariel, suave. You're so suave. That was awesome. I'm gonna jump back and forth between questions on the list and that. So this is actually another very, very funny story, Ariel. Are you ready for this, guys? So the first, I'm gonna zoom in for this. This is actually really funny. The first video game that I ever owned was a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 on the Sega Genesis. This was because I was poor. But the first video game I ever saw, that inspired me to play video games was actually Resident Evil 2 Nemesis on the PlayStation. And I was 7 years old, and this is why I love Let's Plays. And I'm a big fan of Let's Play artists like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, John Wolf, because I was watching, at that time I had a female cousin. Ooh. Okay, cool. I had a female cousin, her name was Clarissa, and she was playing Resident Evil 2 Nemesis, and she was playing Claire Redfield. And I remember just like seeing my cousin being this this character, and she's just like killing all these zombies. And like, I've never seen zombies before. I've never seen a game before. I've never seen a system like this. Was like this is the first time and I was just like so enamored, and I was like, yo, this is so cool. I want to be I want to be badass and kill zombies and you know, like say hi to Leon. And that literally, like, my eyes were just like bug out, and that was probably where my passion for video games started. And then that's when I learned that video games could do so much more for people. Video games can literally change people, can bring people together from all over. You don't even need to speak the same language. Like, for example, Street Fighter, you don't need to speak the same language to play games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, you know, King of Fighters. Like, those games, you just need to know how to play the game, and games just transcend barriers. And it was just the first time I ever saw the potential and power of video games, and I was sold for life. And I was just like, I want to do something in gaming. I don't care what it is. I really want to do something in gaming. And that's why I just ended up doing random stuff in gaming, hoping that something would stick, and just believing that something was going to happen. I wanted to be in gaming. I just didn't know where it was, which is why I did a whole bunch of stuff to like get into gaming. So that's how my passion for gaming started. It was zombies. Resident Evil 2, Nemesis, Claire Redfield, and zombies. And I was just like, that's so cool. I also had nightmares for 3 months after that, by the way. Like, my dollhouse ended up looking like a lurker every single time I like turned, and like it was blurry at first, gave me nightmares. And like, I always thought, yeah, my dollhouse was a lurker. And if you don't know what a lurker is, it's that thing that literally like is like upside, it's like a human being that's like skinned upside down, no hair, and just like a big ass tongue, and it just like crawls on the walls and just like slaps you with its tongue. Ugh, it's disgusting. And it's absolutely terrifying, absolutely terrifying. You can only have one PlayStation 5 or Game Pass. I would go to Game Pass, definitely Game Pass. Yo, seeing Resident Evil on the PlayStation 1 was wild, especially those camera angles. Those camera angles are literally the reason why people had nightmares. Well, I had nightmares. They were super violent, but you played them as young kids. You just like, yeah, you're just like, whatever. And people were always like, oh, these are just video games. Liquor, there you go. Thank you, Kadrobis. Why did I say lurker? Here's liquor. You are right, it is a liquor. I am a locas for sure. All right, our next question is from Xavier80. By the way, if you guys have questions, feel free to drop them in chat. I'm just gonna go bouncing back and forth between the questions we have from our YouTube Daily Fix and the ones here. So Xavier80 asks, if you could have any song as the theme music every time you walk into a room, what would it be and why? Ooh, I know this one. There is this song. It's by these people. Where are they? Amazarashi. I tweeted about it, and I literally said, if I had an oh, you guys can't even see it. I'm such a derp. Amazarashi. They have this song that is like, if I had an anime, this would be my song. And I would literally, I'm actually thinking about making my own anime intro to this song, because it is literally like the music that plays in my head when I wake up, when I go to sleep, or when I'm like about to like fight something, or like I'm about to tackle something like this. I just blast this music and I'm like, I'm ready to fight whatever I have to fight. But it's this song, I forgot what it's called. See, now I feel like a derp because I literally was listening to it this afternoon. It's called okay, I'm not gonna play it because it's copyright issues do not dictate or allow me to play this. But yo, they have some amazing songs. They have absolutely some amazing songs. But I can't take it's literally in like a different language. But yeah, I tweeted about it, so if you want to go check it out, I'll retweet it. But it's this one song that it's absolutely amazing. I don't even know. It's literally in the language, and it's just an absolute masterpiece. I forgot what it's called, but I did tweet about it. Anyways, that would be my background music. But yeah, any one of Amma Zarashi's is awesome. But that one song is really, really dope. I can't play it. I feel bad. I wish I could play it for you guys, but I really, really can't. I answered. Oh, okay. So this other question from Meow's Cavern asks, why does Narz call us fabulous? Okay. Oh, I'm actually getting really hot right now. So this is really important because a lot of people have been asking me, why you call us fabulous, Narz? Why is it, hi, what's up, Beanhead? Let's go on to Monoguchi. A lot of people were asking, why do you call us fabulous, Narz? Why? And when I was thinking about this question, it was hard because I felt kind of torn, but pretty much it's an affirmation. Whenever I call you guys fabulous, I am affirming to you guys how great you are, how awesome you are, how creatively fabulous you are, how fabulously creative you are, how fabulously talented you are, how fabulously fabulous you guys are. So it's literally an affirmation, and it's an affirmation that every single time you come to the Daily Fix, I will make that affirmation to you. So when I say stay fabulous, that doesn't mean you have to become fabulous. That means that you aren't fabulous. That means you've always been fabulous. So I want you to stay fabulous. I want you to stay glamorous. I want you to stay amazing. And I want you to stay positive. And I want you to have that affirmation every single day. So when you come and you watch the Daily Fix, you should know and feel that I am sending these positive vibes to you because whatever dream, whatever you're going through, whatever is, we all have day-to-day stuff that like churns and eats at our hearts, but I think there's times where we don't get to hear those words. We don't get to hear that I believe in you. You are great. You're great the way you are. You're awesome. You're fabulous just the way you are. But sometimes people forget that. People forget that they're fabulous. People forget that, you know, through the thick of it, through all the ups and downs, that they are fabulous. So why do I call you guys fabulous? To remind you that you are fabulous. To stay fabulous, to continue being fabulous, and nothing's gonna change that, you know. And the more you hear it from me, the more likely you become that, and you own that, and you'll embrace that. So every single time you hear me saying you're fabulous, that's me affirming to you to stay the course. You know, whatever dreams you have, whatever you're going through, it's all temporary, and you have what it takes to pursue your dreams. You have what it takes to go through the next day. So that's why. Be fabulous. Stay fabulous. Life is a Strange remastered bad review. Oh, you guys are funny. But yeah, that's pretty much why. It's just an affirmation, a constant reminder, an affirmation, so you guys never forget that. When does FanFest? FanFest starts next week. Yes. Swim, if you're still here, confirm that, because I forget. I believe it starts next week, but it is true, it starts next week, I believe. I don't know if it's the same time in the UK, but I believe it starts next week. Fab, yeah. So be fab, be fabulous, stay fabulous. Don't forget that. Stay the course. Are you a From Software weeb? Yes, I am. Are you a From Software weeb? All right. So our next question is from Frank. Your favorite Brendan Fraser movie? Now this is funny because at first I was like, Brendan Fraser? Who's Brendan Fraser? And then I remembered who Brendan Fraser was, and then more importantly, I remember the part in The Mummy. Someone's hammering. I remember the part in The Mummy where the mummy was just like reaching out like, don't leave me, and then like the dude just, the lady just like left him. So it was like the antagonist was like holding out. You guys seen the meme, and she just bounced, and it was just like the funniest thing ever. But yeah, I would say my favorite Brendan Fraser movie is The Mummy. I know there's a lot of Brendan Fraser movies, but yes, I have played Returnal, but only like the first couple hours of it. He's currently in Doom Patrol. I did not know that. Brendan Fraser in Doom Patrol. Wow. He's changed a lot. I just see this video. Wow, he's changed a lot. But yeah, that's my favorite Brendan Fraser movie, The Mummy. That's probably one of his earlier works too, right? Like way before. It's like 1999. So that's like what? That's almost like 23 years. Wait, we're in 2022, so it's like 23 years. Yeah, holy cow. How old is that guy? Thank you so much. FanFest 2022 officially returns February 19th. Thank you so much. I was like, I know it's next week. I wasn't prepared for this. He's gonna be a villain in Batgirl. Blast from the Past, Bedazzled. Bedazzled's also awesome. I don't know, but The Mummy was always like the funny one for the like. It was like comedy, but then it was like Indiana Jones, but it was like a comedic version of Indiana Jones. That's why I really liked it. All right, so we're gonna continue answering more questions. So the next question was, what was it like auditioning for the spot at IGN? How is the job like? How is the job like? What you expected, and in what ways is it different? So the audition process, so what was it like auditioning for IGN? So I'm gonna be really honest, I wasn't expecting to get this role. I honestly was just like, oh, I'm just gonna wing it. Like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. C'est la vie, you know, you live on with your life. And I was in New York at the time, so I wasn't like thinking about moving at all. And so when I was auditioning, I was just like, I'm just gonna have fun with it. I'm just gonna have fun with this part, and we're just gonna like goof off and be silly and zany. And it was just very chill. It was a very chill, like, IGN is an amazing place to work at. Everyone's just super chill, super nice, and it's like, it's so different from working at other places. And I won't say that other places are bad or anything like that, but it's just like there's so much more access you have to, and there's just so much more you can do. So like, I freaking love gaming, and it's like there's opportunities that you can have access to at IGN that like other places you cannot. But I feel like it's just been absolutely surreal. It's like a dream. Every day I have to like pinch myself and slap myself to remind myself that I'm alive and I do work for IGN, and it's a dream come true. Never did I ever imagine that 7-year-old little girl in a projects of New York City would ever work at IGN, especially when I really, you know, I did this out of a whim. You know, I was not expecting to do anything in gaming. I just had this passion that I wanted to do something in gaming, whatever it is, like, it just has to be in gaming, and I never gave up. I never gave up on myself, even when friends gave up on me, family members did, and it was hard. Sometimes it was just like, you know, working a 9-to-5 job, and then my passion was my 5 to 9. So I had a muggle job. Yeah, I had a muggle job for years. I worked as a QA analyst for a health insurance company. And for years, I was just doing that 9 to 5. And then from 5 to 9, I was streaming to like 1 viewer. I was writing reviews of games to my own website. I was going to events on my own dime and like interviewing people and just like putting a good foot out there and just being positive. And honestly, like, if you're a good person and if you're passionate, you can have this job too. Like, if you want to be an IGN host, it's not impossible. Anything is possible. You just have to have your heart and your mind in it, and anything is possible. Anything is possible. Like, absolutely anything. And oh, Jolie, hello. Yes, Narz, always an inspiration. What's up, Jolie? How are you? Love you, BB. Love you, fabulous. But anything is possible. Baby Rose, thank you so much. How is my schedule like with IGN? Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. It's always busy. There's always something to do. There's never a dull moment. Like, either a new game has come out, a new TV series has come out, a new anime has come out. So, but the thing is that like I've always was playing video games, so it's something that like is just natural to just do. I'm always watching anime, I'm always reading manga, I'm always, you know, watching The Witcher or other TV shows that are coming out. So, you know, when your passion becomes your job, you don't work every day. You're just enjoying the things that you like to do. So yes, positive affirmations every day are so important. Maintain your fabulousness. Maintain being fabulous. Stay fabulous. And whatever you put your heart into, just keep putting your heart into it. I promise you that wherever you put your passions, something will always blossom. Absolutely. What's up, Mondo 16-bit? Thank you so much. I'm so glad you hear that. I'm so glad for you to say that. That's awesome. Yeah, but don't ever like, anybody can do this job. I don't mean to like, anybody can do this job. You just got to put your heart into it and never give up on yourself. Absolutely never give up on yourself. There are gonna be times where you're gonna be your own cheerleader, and it's gonna be hard, but at the end of it, you're gonna go through the tunnel, you're gonna see the light at the end of the tunnel, and if you don't give up on yourself, I promise dreams do come true. Look at me, mine did. All right, so the next question is, what kind of stuff do you usually stream? You were recently sponsored by Elgato. What do you think about what do you think about what appealed you to the brand? So the stuff I stream is mostly horror games, so I do like a mixture. So I do horror, I do indie games, I do multiplayer games, so like I play Phasmophobia, I'll play Valorant, I'll play League of Legends, I'll play Dead by Daylight, I'll play Among Us, I'll play any new games that's come out. So the Resident Evil Village game that came out recently, I played that. So I play all sorts of games. I'm not like a one trick pony or anything like that. I love to play all different types of games, and I think that just the thing that people probably like the most about my streams is that like my reactions to certain things are kind of crazy. I played this Paper Mario game, and the evil Spanish in me came out, so I just want to leave it at that. But yes, I'm Elgato partnered, so that was actually literally this week. So I've always used Elgato's products. Stream Deck, I'm like a big fan on Stream Deck. Like, you think all this stuff is like really easy to do, it really isn't. Like, I have like these cool things where like you can just do, I don't know if it actually works, but Elgato has really helped me up the ante with some of my production value. And obviously there's going to be more stuff that I want to do in the future besides that, but Elgato, I've always been using Elgato products to just take my streaming to the next level. And obviously I would say that like if you are financially in a good place to get a Stream Deck, sure, they do have like a mini version, and I will be giving away a couple later on my socials and stuff like that. So if you want to check that out on my socials, be sure to follow. But the brand just is really true and authentic, and I love Elgato, and I'm so happy that I'm part of the Elgato family, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. And I love all this stuff. All this stuff is just perfect for a streamer, honestly. Like, if you're trying to produce something from home, it's super easy to just grab their lights, their light strips, their ring lights, their mics, their Stream Deck. They have a pedal that came out just the other day, which was really funny. But they're really for streamers by streamers, and I think that's really important when you're working with a brand or with a company that says that they're for and by streamers. But Elgato really does mean it, so I'm proud to be with Elgato. What do you think? Oh man, Mondo, I am so excited for the new Ghostwire coming out. Like, I will be playing that game. I will be playing Ghostwire Tokyo for sure. That game looks absolutely stunningly beautiful, and I cannot wait to be a magical badass and just like Jackie Chan ain't gonna have nothing against me, because it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. The trailers are really, really cool. Baby Rose, if you have not seen them, Ghostwire Tokyo looks absolutely amazing, and I will be definitely, hopefully we'll get a key, but if any case, I will just get it myself and we'll be playing it for sure. Yeah, Stream Deck is definitely where it's at, Jolie. All right, so the next question is, what's some recent news you covered on Fix that you have a strong opinion about? Give us your full take. Ooh, this one's hard because I don't necessarily have like a full take on some of the fixes, I guess, per se. Especially since I do a daily fix every single day. So every day we do one daily fix about 5 minutes each. So if you want to know anything that's happening in gaming news, or if you want to catch up with adjustments to your PlayStation subscription, adjustments to your Xbox subscription, what games are going to be delayed, or what just happened with Activision Blizzard, if you want to keep in the know definitely watch the Daily Fix. It happens every single day, Monday to Friday. It comes out around 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We like to have it come out a little bit earlier, but it's a real like a Reader's Digest of the 3 most important headlines that happened for that day. I obviously give you the news. I won't bullshit you either. I won't be like, this is great. No, I will tell you like it is. So if someone messed up, I will let you know that they messed up, so you have nothing to worry about. But I think like the most recent news today was GTA's new IP or new entry was announced from Rockstar, but there wasn't necessarily a title announced to it. It was just GTA's next entry, so it's not necessarily GTA 6. So, but a hot take. So it's not a strong opinion. It's more of a hot take or something like that. So PlayStation recently acquired Bungie, right? Halo, Destiny creator, they make some amazing, like they made Destiny's amazing, Halo's amazing. Destiny is one of those games that like you play and obviously you have to pay for upgrades, you have to pay for the expansions, you have to pay for pretty much anything you want in Destiny, right? Except for like you have to play the game and you can expand and explore and, you know, add more to your ship, right? And I think what is going on with PlayStation right now is that they're trying to shift to live service gaming, because they've recently lost like 13% of their shares just plummeted. So they're really trying to recoup those costs by investing everything into live services. My fear is with that is that they want to be able to have 10 new live streaming services by 2026 with Bungie, and then they want to double their first party IPs by 2027, give or take. I'm just like hoping there aren't any issues. I mean, we're still in COVID, things are still up in the air, and to have that kind of expectation is scary. Like, we know that Bungie has been working on a new IP for a while, and now that it's under Sony, who knows what's going to say. What I'm just really hoping doesn't happen is that there is like huge crunches, devs are really unhappy, because at the end of the day we want devs to be happy and working. We want to make sure that the developers who are working on any games are being treated with respect and kindness. Obviously we've seen what happens when you don't properly take the time to polish a game with Cyberpunk 2077, and then you see the aftermath of the lawsuits, people getting mad, people asking for refunds. I mean, they still made money. They made a lot of money. They made like $300 million, whatever. But the truth of the matter is that there's still that sting, you know, people still have that sting with Cyberpunk 2077. So I hope that's not something that happens with Sony PlayStation, especially since they can't afford to do that right now. Microsoft is in such a good position. I know people are like, but they got Activision Blizzard and there's so much. Microsoft has a lot of studios. PlayStation has a lot of studios too. And Nintendo's Gucci too. Nintendo is like totally fine, by the way. Like, Nintendo is coming out with the new Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel. They have the new Kirby Forgotten Lands coming out. They have Splatoon, the new Pokemon Legends, Arceus. Arceus? I keep saying it wrong, so please excuse me if I say just came out as well too, which is now becoming one of the fastest sold Pokemon games in such a long time. I'm paying attention. Yes, Draco Celeste. But it's so important to just keep an eye on what Sony does. We have to keep a watchful eye on what Sony does to make sure that they just treat their developers correctly. We do not want to see a repeat of what happened with Cyberpunk. So that's my hot take. Obviously, you know, the FTC is looking over at what Microsoft is doing with Activision Blizzard. So if you didn't know this, the FTC is investigating Microsoft's new acquisition of Activision Blizzard. We talked about this on the Fix, but it's like the FTC is considering this as kind of like too much of a merger. Like, it's too much of a big merger for Microsoft alone to hold, which is kind of funny considering that, like, you know, 6 of the companies that own media, there's like 6 companies. They're like the largest media companies, and they own most of like the news media outlet. And then there's like 10 food companies that own all of the groceries you ever buy at a supermarket. But whatever, Microsoft can have all the nice things. But oh, what's my take on NFTs? Oh, are you asking the real questions? All right, so ready for this? I think NFTs are a concept that are being not properly used right now. And this is just my thing. Like all of these gaming companies jumping on NFTs, I don't think they're doing it right. I mean, obviously we see a lot of backlash from fans like what's his name? Oh my God, Troy Baker. I think it was like Troy Baker tried to get into NFTs or stuff like that, and it did not work out. And then you see like Ubisoft is trying to get into it, and then like you see a lot of different brands, like obviously like Facebook is trying to get into it. Like when I see this happening, it makes me cringe because I don't think they're doing it with the best interests of the people at heart. I love Troy Baker too. I'm sorry, Jolie. It's good not to completely dismiss NFTs, okay? It is very good to be watchful, have an open mind about NFTs. And I say this because right now, the people that are working in NFTs, the people that are trying to make NFTs blow up, they're the people that have the money. They're the people that can be able to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and like try to push for NFTs. But the real problem is that the people that are trying to build NFTs for people by people, they're not being heard. They don't have millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars to create NFTs. Like for example, when people create NFTs, a lot of the artists don't get some of the royalties that come with NFTs. A lot of the times it's the person that mints the NFT. And so you have this really weird divide where you have the person that has listed the NFT and then the artist that doesn't get any of that. They may get credited for the NFT, but they're not necessarily the ones minting the NFT. So there isn't a system in place right now that respects the artist that creates the NFT and then holds the integrity of the NFT to ensure that whoever owns it and operates it is able to truly use it to its full potential. Right now, an NFT is literally like a GIF or an image or a 3D something that I can store in my computer, and it sits there accumulating money over time, depending if like Bitcoin is going up and down. And that is another thing, like that's fluctuating depending on what Elon Musk says, which is another thing that I'm really weird about. So my hot take on NFTs, be open about it. It's definitely the future with Web3 being involved in it and as well, but right now no one's doing it right. Love that quote, should be on a shirt. Yes. You can hate or you can create. Absolutely. I agree, Pixel. I 1000% agree. ICOs. And when that balance is made where we can properly use NFTs in an ecosystem where it's not just the rich getting richer, but it's the people also benefiting, as like everyone's benefiting, then NFTs become a completely different conversation. But right now, every single time I see NFTs, it's only for the rich to get richer. So that's my hot take. We're gonna stop talking about NFTs because I don't want people to run away and be like, she's talking about NFTs, I'm out. That people walk away. All right. The next question is like, what's it like to be so focused on the latest video game news all the time? Has it changed the way you game at all? Yes, it has. Oh my gosh. You think about gaming differently when you start when you start doing gaming as a job. It's a different brain function, and this is for anybody who like wants to get into gaming or who wants to do game journalism, or if you want to become an IGN host. This is just something for to take note on. But it requires a different perspective, right? And I learned this when I was working at the Mixer NYC studio and I was a social media producer. You have to start looking at the things that you are ingesting or consuming, not as a consumer, but as like a manufacturer, right? So like when you are, let's say there's a sandwich. Okay, let's say this drink, perfect example. This drink right here. This is a black tea lemonade from Starbucks, right? As a consumer, I will drink it and it'll be like, yum, it's delicious, it's refreshing, it's just the amount of sugar with just the amount of caffeine. This is awesome. And that's from a consumer perspective. But from a producer perspective, right? Does the cup have the appropriate amount of detail on it to let you know how far you've gone into the drink? Is it easily sippable? Does it spill? Is it recyclable? Like, these are things that go into the manufacturer's mind when he thinks about creating this. Does it fit into the coasters of the car? Does it fit into the coasters of the bike? And these are things that we as consumers don't necessarily think about, but the producer manufacturer does. So going back to that question, has my viewpoint of games changed? Yes, because I don't look at games as I still consume games. Like, sometimes I have to like switch my brain to a different mode and be like, I'm playing a game now, I'm not reviewing a game. But regardless of the fact, there are times where I have to switch my brain and I have to tell myself I'm playing this game for fun versus I'm playing this game because it's my job, right? And sometimes there is there's a mixture, so there is a gray area, and that's the fun part, right? When you get delightfully surprised by a reveal in the game, it's also the producer and the consumer, going off and being like, oh my god, that's so cool, I didn't know that this character was gonna be in here. But then, like, as a consumer, you'd be like, oh my god, this character's here, that's awesome. But then as a producer, like, oh my god, this character's here, I have to write this down, I have to write what time they came out, I have to think about like editing this video so that I show my and that's the kind of like mindset you have to think. So when you're thinking about getting into gaming, those are just kind of like some ideas you should think about if you want to get into gaming. That's what I do. So yeah. What music is this? This is all like lo-fi hip-hop. This is a whole playlist of lo-fi hip-hop. This particular song is called Thankful Instrumental. So remember, I tell you positive affirmations. We're gonna continue this. Stay fabulous. #forever. Bye, Sith Lord. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Good night. Thank you so much for dropping by. Let me just drink a little bit. Ooh. All right. So we're gonna go on with the next question because we love questions. So the next question is from, actually I don't know, but the next question is, what are some of your passions outside of gaming? Favorite movies, shows, favorite books? Oh, this is gonna be so hard, but it's so easy at this time. I don't have any passions outside of gaming. This is why when I said that like my passion was gaming and it was like all or nothing, like I was gonna do something in gaming, I just didn't know what it was. I love video games. Like, do you see my eyes? You see how serious I am? Very serious. I love games and I really wanted to do something in gaming. I just didn't know what it was, and the fact that I'm doing this in gaming is surreal because there's nothing else for me. I tried to get into like neuroscience. So initially I was going to become a neurosurgeon, or not a neurosurgeon, a neuropsychology researcher, and do like pharma lab and stuff like that. And I decided that like that's my plan. And someone told me, that's your plan B, what's your plan A? And I was like, I want to do something in gaming. And I've never walked away from that path. And that path was I never had an ending to that path. Like, I never was like, I want to be on IGN. It was just more of like, I want to do something in gaming. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to do everything I get my hands on and figure it out along the way. Right? And like, obviously I would have to get random jobs to do or something like that. But yeah, passions outside of gaming, not much. I do like anime. I read a lot of Webtoon, like a disgusting amount of Webtoon. I watch a disgusting amount of anime. I'm all caught up with Demon Slayer, and I cannot wait for Sunday to come up because I need to know what happens. Tanjiro and gang need to get their stuff together because we really need to figure out what the F happens after that fight. So if you guys watch Demon Slayer, you know what I'm talking about. My favorite books, I do read a lot. So a lot of my favorite books are more like psych books, spiritual books, I guess you can say, about crystals and stuff like that. But there is one of my favorite books is called Reality is Broken by Jane McGonigal. She talks about how gaming can help us transcend as human beings. It's a great book if you really want something to like sink your teeth into and learn more about gaming and like game design, it's called Reality is Broken, and it's by Jane McGonigal. She's a professor at the Institute of Technology, I believe, in California. So what's my favorite webtoon of all time? Oh my god, I'm reading this one right now. It's called Mystical, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful webtoon. If you get a chance, download the webtoon. I'm like promoting Webtoon, partner with me. but if you can, go check out Webtoon. It's on Webtoon. It's called Mystical, Mystical. It's such a beautiful webtoon. Everything looks like it's made out of watercolor, and the artist is like out of this world. The artist is the same artist of another webtoon that slips my mind right now, which is also really good, that actually had like a cameo in between the two. But the story is about a beautiful like it looks like a mermaid, but it's like a mermaid vampire kind of being that comes across a human. They fall in love, and it's just their lives in this world, and the human is an artist, and so he paints her, and she's his muse, and it's just so beautiful because it's like kind of innocent, but it also talks about like real life issues, like he doesn't have any money and he wants to pursue art as a dream, as a dream career, and obviously he doesn't have like the right connections, and it's just him trying to make his dreams come true. So yes, Mystical, it's really good. I promise you, it's really good. Another really good one is Home Sweet Home. So if you want something the opposite, Home Sweet Home, which is now a Netflix adaptation, is a horror webtoon, and it's about this boy who's a netizen. He is antisocial. He lives on his own, and you know he's about to kill himself, and the world goes to shit, and it's literally like, it's not zombies, but it's like monsters. It's like people transforming into monsters, and he finds the will to live in this crazy ass world. And the entire webtoon is really powerful, and it's beautiful, and it's also like, it's really short, but it's also really powerful. Home Sweet Home, it's really, really good. What's up, the Super Zeros? Hello. Yes, Mystical is really, really good. Yo, Narz, it's pronounced lo-fi, respectfully. Lo-fi. Love it. What games am I playing nowadays? So I'm still trying to beat Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm still I know Halo Infinite is like something that I should have beaten a long time ago, but I'm juggling many horses. I'm also trying to finish The Witcher 3. I started it, and then it was kind of like one of those things that like, so I start like multiple different games, and then like I try to like slowly like finish them little by little. But I recently finished Resident Evil Village, and I love that game. That game to me was game of the year. Like, it was so good. It was so beautiful, so well polished, so well done. I'm really happy with how that went out. But what else am I playing? I sometimes play like The Legend of Zelda, not The Legend of Zelda. Yeah, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I'm trying to like play it before the sequel comes out. But I play a lot of like League of Legends, Valorant, Phasmophobia, Dead by Daylight. I like horror games, so there are times where I will probably play like some random horror game or something like that. But I also watch like a lot of Let's Plays too, so it's gonna be... I play a lot. I play a lot of games. That's a hard question. That's a really hard question. Wi-Fi. Oh, Lady D is so good. See, I had a hard time fighting against Lady Demetrius. She's so beautiful. I didn't want to kill her. I honestly didn't want to kill her. And I'm really sad that she was like the first boss you have to fight. And I was like, damn, can I kill everybody else and then come back to you? Oh, she's so fun. She's so fun. But alas, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Lady D is amazing. Also, that whole castle that she's in is beautiful. They obviously do not clean up after themselves. I'm just saying. Yo, what's up, King Dot 42? Welcome to Narz's office hours. We're just sitting, chilling, having a good time. I'm answering some Q&A from the Daily Fix comments. So if you were watching the Daily Fix anytime this week, many people dropped comments. So we're going over questions. We're going over some of the questions right now. But thank you for dropping by. What's up? Okay. But yeah, Let's see. So the next question, what live events do you want to cover for IGN, or who would be your dream interview? Oh man, okay, so this is what sucks about this. I started at IGN in October, right? And I started doing the daily fixes every single day, Monday to Friday. And I've been praying for E3. Like, I want to do E3 at IGN. Like, I've been to E3 before. I've been there as an industry. So I went there with like Bethesda, with Wargaming. And then I went as just like, when they opened up to like the public, I went as a public, just like a public person, a consumer. And I've always wanted to go to E3 as like somebody from IGN, and it was canceled this year. So I was like, no, there goes my dream. And we don't know what the future of E3 is gonna be, dudes. I don't know what's gonna happen. What's up, Simpatico? Welcome. What's up, Simpatico? What's up, DJ Shockwave? Hello. Welcome to Narz's office hours. So yeah, I'm really sad. I'm so sad that the year that I joined IGN, E3 is canceled. So yeah, I was really hoping to go to E3, but that's not gonna happen. What my dream interview? I want to interview Henry Cavill. I want to interview Henry Cavill. Hold on, I need a drink. I'm getting really thirsty. Ooh. Ooh, is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? Oof. Damn the Rona. I don't know. I don't hate E3. I love E3. I've always loved E3. I think a lot of people have mixed feelings about E3. They did have like a massive leak, I don't know if you know, like a couple years ago, where anyone's personal information was released to the public. So like people had to move and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't hate E3. I love Summer Game Fest and E3. Ooh, E3 or Henry Cavill? Henry Cavill. Come on. Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh Valley of Plenty. Can't go wrong with Henry Cavill. Come on. Thank you so much, DJ Shockwave. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Oh my god, that Spanish Omicron song. Pixel. You're killing me. You're killing me. But yes, Henry Cavill, 1000%. Can never go wrong with Henry Cavill. I would love to play a video game with Henry Cavill too. It would be really cool. Like if we could, oh my god, if I could play It Takes Two. Not Take Two, because Take Two would get pissed off. It Takes Two with Henry Cavill. Oof, dream come true. That would be my dream interview. Henry Cavill, and he has to be in his Witcher outfit. That would be dope. That would be so cool. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. So the next question is, what's your pet history? Oh my gosh, this is a good question. So, best pet you've ever had and worst pet. So my pet history are I've had parrots, I've had hamsters, guinea pigs, cats, dogs, parrot. I think that's it. That's it. No, that's it, yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all the animals that I've had. The best pet I've ever had. No bunnies. No bunnies. Oh, wait, no. I did have a bunny. You're right. I did have a bunny. I knew I was missing something. I had a bunny named Delilah. Thank you, Lee. I had a bunny named Delilah. And she died. Of a heat stroke, unfortunately, which is so mine. Don't mind me, I'm collecting all the badges. No turtle, no goldfish. Hey, what's up, Luca? Welcome to Narz's office hours. Hello. No turtle, no goldfish. Conejos are too fragile, yeah. I never had... They're so fragile. I never had a fish or a turtle. I tried to have a fish, but it didn't work out. You had an iguana. I've always wanted to have an iguana, but my mom would never let me have an iguana. She would, like, literally... she would literally have a panic attack. But best pet I've ever had was my dog, Mush. He's still alive. He's with my family. He has his own Instagram too. It's called It's Surviving Mush or Surviving Mush. And he is a silverback Yorkshire Terrier. And he's spoiled, so I call him Noño in Spanish, which means spoiled. He's a little Noño, but he's adorable. That's my best pet. And my worst pet were hamsters. So I love, so this is a story. I love hamsters, but my mom and my dad got me a female and a male hamster. And the mistake was to put them in the same like tank or case, and they obviously had babies, but then the father would like eat the babies. And mind you, as a 7-year-old, 9-year-old, I was like 10 years old. It was like around that. I was like before the teens. But like as a child watching hamsters eat their own babies, that was terrifying. Like chunks of little like baby hamsters were around like their feet or their ears or their eyes. I was like so like terrified. And we ended up having to separate the mom and the dad, and we left the mom with the babies. Worst experience ever. Absolutely. Yeah. So if you have hamsters, you have to separate the dad. You have to take the dads away, because I don't know why. It's like, that's your own baby. Like, why are you gonna do that? Like, that's, ooh, killer. That's crazy. But yeah, that was the worst experience I've ever had. And then like she kept having babies, and we were like, oh god, this is getting out of hand. So we literally like sold the babies back to the pet shop, and they gave us money. They gave us back our money and then took the pets. It was really weird. I mean, hamsters are gorgeous. They're so cute. They're really smart, but it was just like the weirdest, worst experience I ever had with a pet. Yeah, moving on. Next question. You just moved from one coast to the other. How was that? What are you digging about your new spot, and what do you already miss about where you came from? So yeah, I've just moved from New York to California. It was crazy. I will say this, it gets quiet here. It gets quiet in California, but I really do miss just walking outside and like going to the pharmacy, going to the restaurant, going to the train station, hopping on the train station, and then being where I need to be in like 30 minutes. Here, you want to go anywhere, it takes 30 minutes to an hour, and you have to drive, and I hate driving. I hate driving so much. God help me. I like being driven. I hate driving. Simpatico, I've lived in every single part of New York. I'm from the Lower East Side, Alphabet City. So that's where I grew up. I grew up on Lower East Side, Alphabet City. But I've lived in Manhattan, I've lived in Queens, I've lived in Brooklyn. I haven't lived in the Bronx or Staten Island. There are cows in Staten Island. I'm not going to Staten Island. Just kidding. There are cows in Staten Island though. There aren't really cows. But yeah, I lived all over New York, Manhattan, Bronx, and Queens. I mean, Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens. New Yorkers don't like cars. No, cars come with tickets. When I had a car in New York, I've spent thousands of dollars on tickets, because you get tickets for anything. You get tickets for making a left too quickly at a stop sign. You get a ticket for just looking at a cop the wrong way. You get a ticket if your tail light was out like literally like 2 seconds ago and it wasn't your fault. Like, you get tickets for the random shit, and then it's always like, you get a ticket, oh, but you can fight it in court. Do I want to go to court? Do I look like I want to go to court? No, I got stuff to do. I got games to play. Leave me alone. So I don't like driving at all. I like being driven. Hey, I'm walking over here. Exactly. Scooters. Yo, what's up, Krita? Seesaw, welcome to Narz's office hours. Scooters are not bad. You can totally scooter in California or New York. The only problem is you can scooter easily in California because the roads here are wider, but in New York City, it is harder to do scooter around in New York City. The roads in New York City are too narrow, and it's easier to get hit by a car, especially if a car is like rapidly trying to like turn a corner or something like that, and you're just in your scooter. I've seen my friend literally on a bike get literally tossed up in the air by a car, and he wasn't even like doing anything. He was just literally like going at his pace, and this car was just like out of his mind and like hit my friend, He flew up in the air, crashed into the floor, car sped off, and you know, he was fine, like nothing broken or anything like that, but it's just like, you just gotta be careful in New York. People are crazy. People are crazy. What's up, Jericho Plays? Welcome, welcome. What New York food do you miss that Cali can't do right? Oh my gosh. Pizza. Like, I think it's the water. I think New York City just, maybe it's the fluoride in the water. Maybe California needs New York fluoride in their water to make the pizza taste good. But it's the pizza. There's something about the pizza, something about the meat also. I don't know what it is. Like, there's no sazon. Where's the sazon? It is the water, right? I think it is the water. But there's no sazon, and so like, come on. Let's get some spices up in it. And if you're wondering what sazon is spices in Spanish. So you're gonna learn Spanish now, guys. Welcome to my show. You're gonna learn Spanish. I am liking the West Coast weather though, cabron. I really am. It's dope. It's really dope. The weather, I mean, I could do, you know, it's 12 degrees, like, or what, 14 degrees in New York. I'm good here, you know? I'm from the Caribbean, so it's like, I would rather have good weather, you know? Hey, fabulous, what's up, Adri Senpai 22? Welcome to Narz's office hours. Stay fabulous. Hope you're staying fabulous. They have bike lanes, but it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like merge at your own, merge at your own fate. You're merging literally into the driving lane, and they've tried to like separate it in New York, but it's like really, really hard. It's really, really hard, you know? I feel like it's gonna get better as the years go by. It's gonna get better. And as you got the mountain water from the north, exactly. Definitely the water. I think it's definitely the water though. But yeah, the West Coast is treating me well. The weather's treating me nice. Thank you so much, Seesaw, Krita Seesaw. Is this your show idea? Thank you. This is just the beginning. This is just like an intro. We're doing like a simple intro. So like if you are like wondering is this gonna always be like this? Yeah, it's not gonna always be like this, but it's gonna be chill. It's gonna be just us having a good time. But in the future, I eventually want to be able to bring, oops, wrong slide. In the future, I want to be able to play games with you guys. We'll play games with guests. We'll have events. We'll do giveaways. So if you know, and I'm trying to make dreams come true. If you want to see an indie dev, a content creator, a singer, a producer, an actor, play video games with me. Like if you want to see Henry Cavill play The Witcher in his Witcher outfit, or you want to see Henry Cavill play Mario Kart, you know, with me. Like we're here to make dreams come true. Let's work together to make that. Like let's do the craziest stuff. Like I would like, I don't know, Ariana Grande playing Phasmophobia. I don't know. We're speaking into manifestation. How about that? Speaking into, this is a pilot episode. Yes, this is the first episode, first of many. It's 30 degrees. I think I'm good. I think New York should just turn into Amsterdam with only bike lanes. I mean, but then like you would, if like let's say that you were out at like 2 a.m. you have to bike all the way home, unless like there was a bike taxi. But then that person would be tired. You can call New York City New Amsterdam. Yo, you're so right, cabron. LA and New York have such different vibes. Like in New York, I don't even need to know anybody. Like I could go outside in the street and be like, good morning, what's up, how you doing? It's like, hey, what's up, good morning. I don't know the guy, but I can say that. Here, you try to say good morning to people and they start like clutching their purse, or like they look at you strange, or they don't say anything back. But if someone does say it back, you know they're not from California. They're like the cool peeps, you know. Twitter into manifestation. Twitter into manifestation. Really trying to manifest that Cavill. Heck yeah, Jericho, come on. You tell me you don't want Henry Cavill on the show playing some video games. Come on, don't tell me you don't want that. I want it. Let's make Narz's dream come true. Come on, Henry Cavill, let's go. Manifestation, affirmation, let's do. So this is still office hours for you, so no drinks. I'm drinking. I'm drinking some tea, if that's what you mean. But hey, who's to say? Maybe just drinking tea. Like, who's to say it's not tea? No, it's really tea, actually. Super awesome platform here, Narz. Hope to chime in again for the next one. Should be a god. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you so much for tuning in, Arc1 on Twitch. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Thank you. You're a real one. Thank you for coming by. And remember, stay fabulous. Am I a voice actress? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. I mean, maybe one day, sure. Maybe one day. Hey, if it happens, it happens. But yeah, no, I'm not a voice actress. I'm just a dork that plays a lot of video games and gets to talk about it. What's the tea? It's still the tea. Gotta tweet Henry to get on Steam now, right? I know, right? All right, guys. So we're almost at the end of this stream, guys. Holy crap, we literally have been streaming for almost 2 hours, and Narz's office hours will only be for about 2 hours or so. For special events, like if we get Henry Cavill on, we'll make it longer. And my idea is that we'll do some giveaways, some guest appearances. We'll have lots of fun with this for sure. But we're gonna do like a couple more questions before we wrap up. Where do you want to take the show in the future? What kinds of games or streams are we going to see? I mean, we already said we want Henry Cavill. We want. I sound like a thirsty. I sound like a thirst trap. Definitely want Henry Cavill, but like, it doesn't matter. Like content creators, I think it would be so cool to get like content creators like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye to play games with us. I think it would be really cool to get streamers, voice actors. Like I have a really good friend, Sam Strelitz, who voice acted Mary Beth in Red Dead Redemption. It would be cool to get her on as well too. Singers, stars, like even people from like different brands. So obviously, you know, I'm partnered with Elgato, so maybe we get Elgato on here. Maybe they give some stuff away. Who knows? But yeah, athletes. Ariel Powerhouse, call me. Like, we're friends. Maybe we get her on here too. But you never know. The possibilities are endless, guys. Like, we're gonna make dreams come true. If you guys are with it, I'm with it. Thank you so much, Joker, for the 100 biddies. Amazing stream. Thank you. That warms my heart. That warms my heart. I'm so happy to hear that. Yes. That makes me so happy. Have you gotten to meet Tom Marks yet? I'm convinced he has bow ties in his contract. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that out because I love me a good bow tie. Now I just have to ask him what color is his bow tie and how many bow ties does the contract come with, because you know there aren't a lot of good men in the world with good bow ties. So that's good to know. All right, we're running against the clock right now. All right, so we're trying to go fast. Like we're gonna go fast like Sonic the Hedgehog. The next question is, tell us about your streaming setup, rig space, anything meaningful to you in the background. So obviously, you guys see all of this stuff. So every single time you watch the Daily Fix, be mindful of what's in the background, because everything in the background actually is a memento from my past. Obviously you can't see it, but I am a big Sword Art Online fan. Asuna is like my wifey. I love her so much. So like I have like every single version of Asuna, and I am totally happy doing an unboxing of any of the figurines on the show or otherwise. So it might be something we do in the foreseeable future. But I'm in a new space, so there aren't a lot of meaningful stuff. There's a lot of meaningful stuff, but not as much as my old place. But we'll change that. We'll change that. So where we want to take the show in the future, definitely more games, definitely more streams, definitely more fun. I don't know if you guys know, but like I've been learning game design, so I definitely want to incorporate something where we play with you guys. We play like a game with the community. So we have a lot to look forward to. Last two questions. What's it like working on the Daily Fix? How do episodes come together, and what's your involvement? So the Daily Fix is a full-time thing. So if you think about like it's like the 9 to 5, I guess you can say. So you wake up every morning, you look through the news, you find out what stuff is newsworthy, and then you go through it, and then you think about, is this gonna really be what the people want to hear? And if it's what the people want to hear, then you give them what they want to hear. You give them what they should hear, you know? And most of the time, it's like things that are going to affect you in some way or another. So then it's always 3 headlines. So every day, wake up in the morning. Sometimes I'm up at like 5 a.m. I'm not even lying. Sometimes I'm up at 5 a.m. trying to figure this out. And sometimes things happen last minute, like the news with Sony acquiring Bungie. That was very last minute. And and then I script it, I record, and then I work with the producers, and I work with obviously our post team, and we make an amazing fix. And it really does take the whole day to do it. So It's a lot of work. We put a lot of effort into the daily fixes. So be sure, guys, watch the daily fix every day. It comes out around 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 4 p.m., 5 p.m., potato. Just know that by dinner time, it will be there. Wherever you are in the world. Unless you were like in Europe or China. Then it would be morning. Or maybe you'd be sleeping. You can't hum while you're holding your nose? Oh, you're right. I can't do it. I mostly watch IGN for news about video games. There you go. The Daily Fix got it just for you. I mean, there are, so we normally cover all types of news. The IGN covers all types of news, but the Daily Fix just covers news for the day. So anything that's like breaking news, you'll find on IGN. SAO is amazing. I cannot wait for the next season. Like, Alization is really good, and like the way that it left off, I was just like, what is going on? So I'm really excited for what SAO is going to come out for the future. Memento from the past. Okay, got that. Draco, you're so cute. Yo, what's up, Acid? Do I like JoJo? I like JoJo. I like the music for JoJo. I haven't watched the entire series. JoJo and One Piece are kind of like the same thing in the sense, JoJo, One Piece, and like Bleach and Naruto are all kind of like in this bucket that I have, where it's like, y'all have too many episodes for me to invest right now. But best believe that if I have 3 months that I'm not doing anything, binge watching. But yeah. Isn't JoJo like on like, are they like on season 4 or something like that? Never go full weeb. It's too late. Alright. I think that's all the questions. Did we get through them all? Any thoughts on the Adam Conover take about the Microsoft? No, I don't know anything about that. So we're gonna leave that as that. But yeah, guys, if you want to be friends with me, if you want to check me out, if you want to like follow on social medias, feel free to follow me on social, on Twitter, Instagram. I have my own YouTube channel, so I don't have a Twitch yet, but I will be getting a Twitch. But if you want to keep tabs, if you want to see what's going on in my life, if you want to, you know, if you want to just say hi, happy morning, what's up, feel free to follow me on social media. I definitely talk to everybody that is on social. Highly recommend binge watching. Yo, I did hear about that. Jolie. I did. Any other shows that I'm binge watching now? So surprisingly enough, I'm actually binge watching Cardcaptor Sakura. I know that's like really weird, but I finished binge watching Jobless Reincarnation. I finished binge watching 86. I finished binge watching a bunch of like other animes, and so like now I'm like binge watching Cardcaptor. I watched Cardcaptor Sakura like so many years ago, but like now I'm binge watching because it's like I got the time. I finished binge watching The Witcher, so One Piece is amazing. Totally worth the 1,000 in episodes and climbing. Dear Lord. I need a good sci-fi flick to watch tonight. I can't really think one off the top of my head. I mean, you can never go wrong with. I actually started binge watching, like binge watch all of Star Trek, to be quite honest. That was really, really good. What's a weeb? A weeb is someone who is a weeb is like a term for someone who's a really big fan of like anime, like anime, manga, like anything like Japanese animation. Things like our Funimation, things like our Crunchyroll, Webtoon. That's why Webtoon is like, well, maybe not that, but that's what a weeb is, if that's making sense. Someone who's like a big fan of like anime, manga, light novels, stuff like that. Woo! Let's go, yo! Your boy Ray Savage, awesome seeing. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you for dropping by. You literally just came in time at the very last moment. Thank you so much, Ray. I hope you are doing amazing and fabulous, and I hope Bella's doing good. Give her a hug and kiss for me. A person totally obsessed with Japanese culture. Yeah, something like that, right? I forget the correct terminology, but it's someone along the lines of that. But guys, that's actually, holy crap, I can't believe we went through 2 hours. Whew. I promise next time we will be playing video games. So one game I definitely want to play is Ghostwire Tokyo. So we will be playing, I will definitely play that, whether or not it's here or my own channels, we will definitely be playing that. But guys, thank you so much for joining me for the first ever Narz's office hours. Again, this is going to be the first of many. We're thinking about doing this every Friday. So if you're looking to catch up on the daily fixes, you can do that here. But still watch the daily fix. Watch the daily fix every single day, Monday to Friday at IGN, YouTube, and on their channel at IGN.com on their website. You just pre-ordered the Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm so excited. I really hope there's like a collector's edition or something like that with it. Like of one of the monsters in it. That would be really cool. I'm so glad you got to tune in too, Super Zeros. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I joined late, but this was fun. Thank you so much, Jericho, for tuning in. I look forward to you coming back. Thank you, Lee, for coming. I'm so glad that you love the advice. And I can't wait for Henry Cavill to come here. I cannot wait as well. Narz, you rock. Cabron, stay fabulous. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Acid, for being here. Narz, you thank you so much, Cradobez. I hope I said that right. Cradobez. Did I say that right? But thank you so much. Thank you for coming here, guys. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys. Thank you, Baby Rose, for dropping by. Bye, Draco. Thank you guys so much. Yes, thank you guys. I didn't know this was a thing on Twitch, but it's been too long. I know. Vulcan, welcome to Narz's official office hours. Thank you guys for dropping by. This is, again, not going to be the last time we be here, but this is the end of the stream. We've been doing this for 2 hours. This is not going to be the first. We have many more guest events, games, news, giveaways maybe, and lots of stuff happening in the future. So guys, take care, have a wonderful Friday, have a great weekend, and remember to always stay fabulous. Love you guys, have a good one, and I will see you on the fix on Monday. Ciao.